Welcome back to the notes on elimination. In this video, we're going to try kind of a level 1 problem type of elimination and look at the steps to solving these systems of equations. So the first step that we're going to take is going to be eliminate one of the variables, the x or the y variable, by adding the equations together. And we might need to multiply one of the equations to make it into an equivalent equation. So if you look at the elimination strategy videos in Delta Math, you can learn how to do that. Second, you're going to solve for the variable that you did not cancel out. So you're going to have one variable left, which will allow you to solve for it. Once you have the value of that variable, you're going to plug it into one of the equations and simplify that equation. And that's going to allow you to solve for the second variable. Once you have the values of both variables, you can write your solution as a coordinate pair. Let's look at some examples. We're going to find the solution to this system of equations here. We've got negative 2x plus 9y equals negative 41. Our second equation, negative 2x minus 5y equals 1. So what I need to do first is I need to take one of these equations and I'm going to multiply it by negative 1 so that I can use elimination. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my first equation, I'm going to leave it the same. I've got negative 2x plus 9y equals negative 41. I'm going to multiply this second equation all by negative 1. So this is a very important step. I'm multiplying all of this by negative 1. That's negative 2x minus 5y equals 1. And if I do that, I would get 2x plus 5y equals negative 1. But I'm multiplying this negative 1 by the entire equation. So let me take this out now, make sure you know what step that was, but I'm going to delete it now. Because now I'm going to add these two equations together. So if I add negative 2x plus 2x, I get 0 x's. So I don't need to write that. 9y plus 5y gives me 14y. And negative 41 plus negative 1 will give me a negative 42. And now I'm going to solve this equation here. I divide the left side by 14. I'm going to do it to the right side as well. And 14 divided by 14 is just 1y, which is equal to, let's see, we want negative 42 divided by 14, and my answer is negative 3. Now I know that the value of y is negative 3. We're going to take that value of y, copy and paste it up here. I'm going to plug that into one of my equations. So I'm going to take the second equation, negative 2x minus 5 times negative 3 equals 1. Once I simplify that, I get negative 2x plus 15, because negative 5 times negative 3 equals positive 15. That's equal to 1. Now I'm going to take this equation and I'm going to solve for x. First thing I'm going to do is subtract 15 from both sides. That leaves me with negative 2x is equal to negative 14. Then I'm going to divide both sides by negative 2 because I'm multiplying x by negative 2. This tells me that x is equal to positive 7. So I've got my y value is negative 3, my x value is 7. I'm going to write my answer as a coordinate pair. Remember, a coordinate pair goes x comma y. So my solution is 7, negative 3. Take a moment to pause or back up the video to see how I solved example 1 again, or ask me questions during class. Right now I'm going to move on to example 2. And then you're going to have time to practice on your own. So let's go into example 2. Example 2 says, find the solution of the system of equations. We've got negative 6x minus 9y equals negative 42, and 6x plus 5y equals 10. So I've already got a situation where I can use elimination. I've got negative 6 and 6x. So first let me write my equations here. Negative 6x minus 9y equals negative 42, and 6x plus 5y equals 10. So to use elimination, I'm going to add these equations together. And when I add the negative 6x and the 6x, I get 0 x's, which means I don't even need to write them. I've got a negative 9y plus 5y, so that's going to leave me with negative 4y's. And negative 42 plus a 10 would give me negative 32. So now I have an equation with one variable that I can solve. If I have multiplication by negative 4 and I divide by negative 4, I will get my variable. So I'm going to divide by negative 4 on both sides. That leaves me with y is equal to negative 32 divided by negative 4, which is positive 8. I'm going to take my value for y, bring it up here. I'm going to plug it into one of these equations. So I'm going to choose the second equation. It says 6x plus 5 times y, and y is 8, equals 10. I simplify that, I get 6x plus 40 equals 10. And now I can take this equation and solve for my x variable. The thing I want to do is subtract by 40. Subtract by 40 on both sides. It's going to give me 6x equals negative 30. On the right and left, I want to divide by 6. And negative 30 divided by 6 would give me a negative 5. So my x value is negative 5. My y value is 8. So my answer is negative 5, 8. This is equal to x and y. If you have any questions about these two examples, please ask. Right now, you're going to try it on your own in the Delta Math activity A5C elimination. There is elimination level 1. There's also help videos inside Delta Math if you have questions.